Good evening, family. It's your brother straight out of Judah, coming at you tonight with day 8 of the Wisdom series. So I'll be reading from the book of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Wisdom of Solomon, and Ecclesiasticus, chapter 8 from all of these books. Thank you for making it this far, for sticking it with me throughout this, family. I appreciate your attendance. I pray you get edification, clarification, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from these readings. I pray we all obtain these things. Most importantly, I pray that we all get wisdom from these things and hold on to wisdom and learn how to write the laws on the tablets of our heart, bind them around our neck, and keep them on the tips of our fingers. So, family, without further ado, I bring you Proverbs chapter 8, which is one of my favorite reads as a chapter in the book. From the top. Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up her voice? On the top of the heights along the way, between the paths she has taken her stand, beside the gates leading to the city, at the entrances she shouts, O men, I call to you, and my voice is to the sons of men. You simple ones, understand insight, and you fools, be of understanding heart. Listen, for I speak noble words, and the opening of my lips is about straightness. For my mouth speaks truth, and wrongness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, none of them twisted or crooked, all of them plain to him who understands, and straight to those who find knowledge. Accept my discipline and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all delights are not comparable to her. I, wisdom, have dwelt with insight, and I find knowledge, foresight. The fear of Yahuwah is to hate evil. I have hated pride and arrogance, and the evil way, and the perverse mouth. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding, mightiness is mine. By me sovereigns reign, and rulers make righteous inscriptions. By me princes rule, and nobles, all the judges of the earth. I love those who love me, and those who earnestly seek me to do find me. Riches and esteem are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold and fine gold, and my increase than choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of the right ruling, to bestow substance on those who love me. Excuse me. And to fill their treasuries. Yahuwah possess me, the beginning of his way, at the first of his works of old. I was set up ages ago, at the first. Before the earth ever was, when there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no springs heavy with water, before mountains were sunk, before the hills I was brought forth. Before he had made the earth and the fields, or the first dust of the world, when he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he inscribed a circle on the face of the deep, when he set the clouds above, when he made the fountains of the deep strong, when he gave to the sea its law, so that the waters would not transgress his mouth, when he inscribed the foundations of the earth. Then I was beside him, a master workman, and I was his delight day by day, rejoicing before him all the time, and my delights were with the sons of men. And now listen to me, you children, for blessed are they who guard my ways. Listen to discipline and become wise, and do not refuse it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoever finds me shall find life and obtain favor from Yahuwah. But he who sins against me injures himself. All who hate me love death. That was Proverbs chapter 8, verses 1 through 36. Told you, that's a good read. Love Proverbs 8. Just as much I love Proverbs 27. Alright, here we go. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8. Who is like a wise one, and who knows the meaning of a matter? A man's wisdom makes his face shine, and the hardness of his face is changed. I say, guard the sovereign's command because of the oath before Elohim. Do not be in a hurry to go from his presence. Do not take a stand in the evil matter, for he does whatever he pleases. When the word of a sovereign is, there is power. And who says to him, what are you doing? He who guards the commands knows no evil matter. And the heart of the wise discerns both time and right ruling. Because for every matter there is a time and right ruling, though the trouble of a man is heavy upon him. For he does not know what shall be. So who declares to him when it shall be? No one has the power over the spirit to retain the spirit, and no one has the power in the day of death. There is no discharge in battle, and wrongness does not release those who are given to it. All this I have seen, applied my heart to every work that is done under the sun. There is a time in which a man rules over man for his evil. And so I saw the wrong ones buried, and they came and went from the place of set apartness, and they were forgotten in the city, and where they had done so. That too is futile, because the sentence against an evil deed is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of man is filled in them to do evil. Although a sinner is doing evil 100 times, and his life is prolonged, yet I know that there is good to those who fear Elohim, who fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wrong one, nor would he prolong his days as a shadow, because he does not fear before Yahuwah. There is futility which has been done on earth, that there are righteous ones who get according to the deeds of the wrong, and there are wrong ones who get according to the deeds of the righteous. I said that too is futile. Therefore, I praise judgment, praise enjoyment, because there is no good to man except to eat and to drink and to rejoice. And it remains with him in his labor for the days of his life which Elohim has given him under the sun. When I gave my heart to know wisdom and to see the task which has been done on the earth, even though one sees no sleep day or night, then I saw all the work of Elohim that man is unable to find out the work that has been done under the sun. For though a man labors to seek, yet he does not find it. And even though a wise one claims to know, he is unable to find it. That was Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verses 1 through 17. Now on, family, for the second half. The second half, yeah. If you turn me in your apocryphas to the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. And we're going to take it from the top. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. I loved her, and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty, in that she is conversant with Elohim. She magnifieth her nobility, yea, Yahuwah of all things himself loved her. For she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of Elohim, and a lover of his works. If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? And if prudence work, who of all that is, yeah, that's what that says. Who of all that is a more cunning workman than she? And if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues, and she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of seasons and times. Therefore I purpose to take her to me to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things, and a comfort in cares and grief. For her sake I shall have estimation among the multitude, and honor with the elders. Though I be young, I shall be found of a quick conceit and judgment, and shall be admired in the sight of great men. When I hold my tongue, they shall bide my leisure, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. Moreover, by the means of her I shall obtain immortality, and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me. I shall set the people in order, and nations shall be subject to me. Horrible tyrants shall be afraid when they do but hear of me. I shall be found good among the multitude, and valiant in war. After I am come into my house, I will repose myself with her, and her conversation hath no bitterness, and to live with her hath no sorrow, but mirth and joy. Now, when I considered these things in myself, and pondered them in my heart, how to be allied unto wisdom is immortality. A great pleasure it is to have her friendship, and in the works of her hands and infinite riches. And in the exercise of conference with her prudence, in talking with her a good report, I went about seeking how to take her to me, for I was a witty child, and had a good spirit, yea, rather being good, I came into a body undefiled. Nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her except Yahuwah gave her me, and that was a point of wisdom also to know whose gift she was, I prayed unto Yahuwah and besought him, and with my whole heart I said. That was the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verses 1 through 21. Now, if we'll turn over to the book of Sirach, chapter 8. I like this one too. So far, all these 8s have been good. All 4, or all 3. Let's see what this 4th one is about. It's good. I actually like it. I enjoy it. It's very insightful. So, strive not with a mighty man, lest thou fall into his hands. Sorry, this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 8, from the top. Strive not with a mighty man, lest thou fall into his hands. Be not at variance with a rich man, lest he overweigh thee, for gold hath destroyed many, and perverted the hearts of kings. Strive not with a man that is full of tongue, and heat not wood unto his fire. Jest not with a rude man, lest thy ancestors be disgraced. Reproach not a man that turneth from sin, but remember that we are all worthy of punishment. Dishonor not a man in his old age, for even some of us wax old. Rejoice not over thy greatest enemy being dead, but remember that we die all. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease. Miss not the discourse of elders, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth. Kindle not the coals of a sinner, lest thou be burnt with the flame of his fire. Rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person, lest he lie in wait to entrap thee in thy words. Lend not unto him that is mightier than thyself, for if thou lendest him, count it but loss. Be not surety above thy power, for if thou be surety, take care to pay it. Go not to law with a judge, for they will judge for him according to his honor. Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee, for he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. Strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place, for blood is as nothing in his sight, and where there is no help, he will overthrow thee. Consult not with a fool, for he cannot keep counsel. Do no secret thing before a stranger, for thou knowest not what he will bring forth. Open not thine heart to every man, lest he requite thee with a shrewd turn. And that, family, was the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 8. Well, family, you made it this far. thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me. We made it another week down in the books. Um, I pray you have a peaceful and wonderful day of rest. I pray that you are continuing to seek the Father's face, seek His presence, and I pray that you take the time to go back over the eighth chapter of these particular books that were read, and you know, try to tie in things with other books, other scriptures in this book. See how they all fit, or see if you can't pick something out and study on it, think on it, and talk to the Father. Remember, I told you, we're always at His feet. Just get down there and talk to Him. He won't mind. He loves it. I guess, but the Word says we should be doing it. So make sure you just talk to Him, come to Him, just like your Father, like you would do your Father. It's getting late. Well, it's late. I was out pretty much all day, so I'm coming to y'all a little later tonight. But either way, family, enjoy your day of rest, your Shabbat, your Samba, your Sabbath. Rest in Him. He is our rest. He is our delight. With that said, family, I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.